Hi, my name's Catherine Bogle, and you're watching my review on the season premiere of Game of Thrones. Before I start this, first of all, sorry about whatever light thing is happening here. It's really bright out today, and it's shining directly in my window, so I kind of had to fix the blinds and stuff. So the first episode is called Valar Dohaeris, I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's what it is. It seems to be like a continuation of the last episode of the second season, Valar Morghulis. I don't know how you say these words. So I did a little research on what these could possibly mean, since I heard them and I was like, what? What is that? So Valar Morghulis is something Jaqen said to Arya in the last episode. It's supposed to mean either like all men must die or all men are mortal. And it's like Valyrian tongue, it's from the Storm of Swords, so I don't really know. And so the name of this episode, Valar Dohaeris, was apparently like has to do with something Ygritte said in the book Storm of Swords. She says something to Jon about all men must die, but first we all must live. Or first we'll live, or something like that. But apparently it never truly states in the books what it means either. So I guess I'm not all at a loss here and stuff. But yeah, as I've stated before, I've never read the books. I just researched that because I was curious and I thought it would be like fun fact to share with you guys. So the episode starts off with a creepy shriek and the clang of swords telling us a battle has been happening, pretty much with the White Walkers or whatever. Flip to Sam running away. Then he finds one of his buddies with his head chopped off. And then he finds a White Walker, or more of a White Walker finds him. But then he's saved by none other than Ghost, Jon's direwolf, who was my favorite. He's such a cutie, and I'm so glad that they found him again. So then they find the other crows, and the leader dude was asking Sam about, like, did he send the ravens, because that was his one job. And I don't remember in the last episode of the second season if it says something about he was supposed to do that, or if we're just coming in with that's new information. He was supposed to send the ravens and Sam didn't. God damn it, Sam. But I'm not really sure, and then that scene kind of ends with they're going back to warn everyone on the other side of the wall, the White Walkers, and cute opening sequence. And I noticed on the new opening sequence we have a new place, Dragonstone, which comes in later in the episode. Hello, Jon and the wildlings. So Jon is being taken to the camp, like you know. He gets rocks thrown at him, he meets the leader, and then I'm pretty sure it's Ygritte's father, and then he meets the actual leader, and the dude's all suspicious and stuff, but Jon kind of gets through that and sways them with the story about the dude leaving the babies in the woods and stuff, and at this point, it seems kind of convincing, even to me. I'm not sure if Jon actually is leaving, like, if he actually wants to join the wildlings, or if, like, he's just kind of playing along to survive here. I still think it's that, but I don't know. He's pretty convincing even to me. And Jon, when he bowed, that was just embarrassing. Stop that. I'd also like to mention the little comment there about Ygritte liking Jon, and then does he like Ygritte? And I was just like, you know you do, Jon. You know you do. Now we're off to King's Landing. We start off with Bronn with that whore, and then some dude comes to get him because Tyrion wants his guard back, and I can see why, because Tyrion's pretty sure people are after him and are trying to kill him, and Bronn, you're supposed to be protecting Tyrion. So that was a short scene, and then we skip to Sir Davos, I think that's his name. I keep forgetting his name. We skip to dude with the fingers chopped off. That guy, we skip to him. And then he's picked up by his pirate buddies, and he's all, oh, I want to go see Stannis, and I want to go see him, and pirate dude's like, seriously, like, this isn't fucking working out, man, and he's still like, oh, I want to go see Stannis. It's like, seriously, Stannis is such a dick, why do you want to go see him? All he does is listen to stupid Melisandre, he's just a giant bitch. And of course this is where Dragonstone comes in. Skip to Robb and Catelyn and Harrenhal. They go in to kind of find a battle, and then it's like, LOL, JK, no battle here, everyone's gone, and there's like 200 dead bodies. Poor freaking all the Northerners and stuff, and it's all sad and weepy, and then Robb's being a dick to Catelyn, but she kind of deserves it. And we're back to King's Landing. Cue Tywin and Tyrion. So Tywin's being a dick, and Tyrion just wants Castle Rock because he's kinda his other only son, and he deserves it, but freaking Tywin's just like, no. I'm just gonna sit here on my throne of douchery and be a dick. And then, of course, he threatens poor Tyrion to kill him, or not him, kill his whores or whatever if he has any more, blah blah blah. You're not killing Shae. I like her. And now we see Sansa, and she's hanging out with Shae, ironically, after the last scene. So they're like playing a game at the docks, and Littlefinger walks up, and he's all, oh, I was talking to your mom, and you gotta be ready, like, when I come to get you, and blah blah blah, and then Shae's talking to Rose, and Rose is warning her about Littlefinger, and I don't freaking trust Baelish. He's gonna just get Sansa in trouble or something. I don't trust him. You shouldn't either, Sansa. Shae, you protect her. And then we get the dragons! Like, this entire half of the freaking episode, I was just waiting. I was like, come on, bring on the dragons. I want to see them. And then we finally get to see them, and they're flying around, and they're all cute, and then they're fishing for fish, and they're all big now. They're not super big, but they're a little bigger, and Daenerys is like, oh, they need to be bigger, and yeah, they probably do if you want to go take over King's Landing and stuff, so dragons, let's get a move on here. And of course, Dany's looking beautiful as always. So her and Jorah are kind of like talking about going to Azkaban and getting these slave soldiers. And then you see the poor Dothraki on the ship all thrown up on the boat and stuff. I feel so bad for them because this is not their kind of thing. And of course, then they're talking about how Khaleesi needs to be stronger so she can get a true Khalasar, and so she can get them all back and like go across the ocean and rule the world. Back to Fingerless Dude. So Sir Davos is brought to Dragonstone, where he talks to Stannis and Melisandre, and Melisandre is of course being a giant bitch and no one likes her. And then Stannis is being a douche, and he's all like, well, I may have known you my whole life and you may be my friend, but apparently she's better and she knows what she's talking about, so I'm gonna listen to Melisandre instead of you. And of course they're like burning prisoners now. Like, Stannis, you've seriously fallen down a hole and you need to dig yourself back out. Quickly. And then, of course, Sir Davos there tries to stab her in the end of it, and why couldn't he have? That would have just caused them so many less problems if he just would have stabbed her and she would have been gone and it would have been good. But, of course, that doesn't work in this show. And we're back to King's Landing! So Joffrey and Lady Margaery are like going through the town and stuff, and then all of a sudden she decides to stop, and then she's going through to talk to the orphans and stuff, and I think Joffrey seems pretty perplexed by her. Honestly, I kind of am too, because she did not seem like this type of lady, which leads me to believe she's full of shit. And I'm pretty sure Cersei knows it too. And we're back to Dany and the soldiers. So Dany's buying these soldiers, or she's talking to this guy about buying them, and he's like talking to his translator, and he's such a freaking douchebag. I really wish her or Jorah like spoke the language and they could have just been like, excuse you? But anyway, he has like 8,000 soldiers and they're thinking about buying them, but Dany's like not too sure about it because they're all like, they're slave soldiers and that's not the kind of soldiers she wants. But at the same time, Jorah's like, you're not really going to find any better ones and like blah blah blah. Not gonna lie, I see how they could cause trouble down the line where they were slaves, but at the same time, Dany would be so much better to them and they would be so much better under her rule. So I think that's the point Jorah's trying to make, but I could still see why Dany would be like, well, not sure about that, because who knows, they could just turn their backs on her and try and kill her down the line. Then the douchebag seller guy cuts off some guy's nipple. Shit just got a little weird. Then they talk about killing babies and blah blah, and that's so unnecessary, and I don't understand these people, but I kind of hope we get to see a little more about them, so I can maybe understand this baby killing thing. And then they were walking away, they're kind of going to decide about it and stuff, and then we have this little girl who seems so nice and sweet and innocent, and then she goes all demon mode. There's this ball with this creepy little bug thing, and there's the dude in the freaking cloak who's following them, and he kills it, and then he saves Daenerys, and then it's all like, what just happened? No, seriously, what the frick was that demon chick thing? It's weird. Then, of course, we find out the creepy dude in the cloak isn't just a creepy dude in the cloak. He was actually the Lord Commander of Robert Baratheon's Kingsguard, and previously he had also worked for Daenerys' father. Pretty sure his name is Barristan Selmy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I re-listened to it like several times and I couldn't tell if they were saying Ariston or Barristan, so Barristan Selmy, I think. And so he seems like a cool dude, kind of a nice guy. He's like, yeah, like, I'm sorry for what I've done, and I came to find you, my queen, and stuff, so, you know, if he's calling her queen, that's a good sign. And then he pledges his loyalty to her, and he kneels, and blah, 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 and it's like, yes, more people on Team Daenerys. But I have a good feeling about this guy. I'm really excited. So that's the end of the episode. I really liked it. I was pleased. We got to see things from almost everyone, and then I saw the preview today for the next episode, and we get to see some Arya. So that's gonna be good because I was kind of worried about her there. We're gonna see Bran, so that's exciting. So I'm not gonna really talk about what I see for the future of the episodes because we're gonna get to see on Sunday anyway. So I'm thinking of making this kind of a semi-permanent thing, like Monday's Game of Thrones review day, and maybe we can like talk a bit more about it next time, but I have a lot to review here, and like 3 pages of notes. So I hope this video wasn't too long, because I have no idea how long it was, but thank you guys for watching. My name is Catherine Bogle, and you just watched my review on the season premiere of Game of Thrones. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas for videos or whatever, comment section below, you know, subscribe, Twitter and junk is all in the box under this thing, so thanks for watching, guys.